Hello, my name is Jimmy Kelly, and I'm going to talk to you about what is Shark Tank. This is my audience. Did you know that 6 million people watch every episode of Shark Tank? I'm a big fan of Shark Tank, and I really enjoy watching the shows. The show is about prospecting and making it big in the business world, and the average entrepreneur bringing forth a creative idea. One of the ideas is a breathalyzer. Someone came up with this and brought it forth to the sharks, and it actually went really big. The whole idea is that you plug the breathalyzer into your phone, and it tells you your blood alcohol content at any time. The sharks swam all over this idea. And in my speech, I'm going to explain to you more about the show and what it really takes to be a part of the show. The show started on August 9th, 2009. It's based off an international show called Dragon's Den. There were 6 seasons of it, and it has 112 episodes, each lasting about 42 minutes long without commercials. The whole idea is that entrepreneurs bring forth their creative idea and ask for money. They tell their story, give a little bit of background about themselves, and the sharks invest money in their idea. In the panel, there's about 4 or 5 sharks depending on each episode. Each shark, you're probably wondering what they are. They are self-made entrepreneurs themselves, worth millions or even billions. The sharks come from all different kinds of backgrounds. One example is Mark Cuban. He started and sold his own business called Broadcast.com, and he sold it to Yahoo. He's also the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, if you're an NBA fan. He is still part of the show today and invests in many ideas that comes upon the show. The sharks during the show make a decision to see if the entrepreneur actually has a good idea that they put forth. And they put forth their own money, the sharks do, to invest in the entrepreneurs. They talk it out and make a deal, and they come up basically upon 3 different combinations of deals. One is they get equity in the company. So basically the sharks give them money and the entrepreneur gives them part ownership in the idea. Another is royalties on each item sold. This is when an entrepreneur sells their item, the shark gets profit off of each item. And then last is opening lines of credit, where the shark has so much faith in the entrepreneur that they just lend them money and eventually the entrepreneur has to pay them back. There's an after effect once you're on the show. If you make it big, then obviously if a shark likes your idea, you're going to make millions of dollars because they are famous for doing such a thing. But if you fail, you're not at such a loss, because even with being on the show, 6 million people have seen your idea and might have an interest in what you're actually doing. Now that you know a little bit more about the background of the show, I'm going to explain to you what it takes to be an entrepreneur and actually become one person on the show. An entrepreneur has 7 qualities: tenacity, passion, risk-taking, vision, self-belief, flexibility, and rule-breaking. Tenacity is having the will to go forth and persevere through any challenge that you might come. Passion is to love what you're doing. Risk-taking is being able to take a certain risk that your competitor might not be able to take. Vision is seeing what others do not see and jumping on an opportunity when it comes your way. Self-belief is having faith in your own product and always believing that what you're doing is right. Flexibility is making a change if your idea does not fit your customer's needs. And then rule breaking. We all know we have to go against the grain sometimes to get what we want. Next is to have a great business plan. In general, a business plan means you need to have a list of what your needs are and state out your goals. This needs to be a written out thing that every person has in their business plan. A need, for example, is how much money to start the company. And also a goal can be you make $300,000 profit in a year. Not having a plan is one of the biggest things that an entrepreneur makes a mistake in, and is the reason they fail. According to Alan Lakin, failing to plan is planning to fail. Now that you understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur and to actually have a business plan, you might be able to make it on the show. In conclusion, I told you about what the show is all about and what an entrepreneur really is. So while Shark Tank is a very good way an entrepreneur can get their idea out there, it is far from one step to being successful.